Is there any advice for someone who is looking for a switch?
If I have to look for a new job or something else, I would start preferring first shortlisting the companies I want to work at. It could be a lot of different aspects of why I would be shortlisting that company. It could be salary, it could be the technology, it could be someone I know who works in that team, somebody recommended. So it could be a lot of different things, but I would start shortlisting it. Then I would design my resume curated to that specific company. So, for example,
Mm-hmm.
I might have worked on 10,000 of things in my previous company or my experience, but if the new company needs Jetpack Compose, I will cater my resume around Jetpack Compose,
Mm-hmm.
showing my skill set that they want. Second, I would research a bit of what kind of interviews they held, right? If obviously shortlisted. But for example, they ask data structures or no, they ask this kind of questions, what type of interviews are there? And then you would obviously have a call with engineering and engineers or
Mm-hmm.
the HRs. So you understand a perspective of what they're expecting. And if your expectations align, if you think that it's a good firm you want to work with, and if your salary expectations also align, then I have this whole flow charted out that let's say there are three different rounds. I prepare for each and every round individually. Let's say first round would be a take home assignment, or it could be a live coding round.
Mm-hmm.
So on the first round, the HR round, where it would be, I would be having all my questions clear. What kind of live coding it could be? How many days would I have for a take home assignment? What are the expectations and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Then, when you have let's say any kind of a project which you have to code, I will always make sure, no matter if it's a take home or let's say if I have to live code for 5-6 hours, I'll at least add some test cases. Some
Mm-hmm.
test cases definitely, because I would like to make sure that my logics, whichever I'm implemented, are testable. Because whenever you go to a production level code, you would expect the company to have some sort of test cases. You should always want to align yourself to the company rather than thinking that the company should align to you,
Mm-hmm.
right? And let's say if that company does not do test cases, and if you integrating test cases always increases the chance that how you're building it. And let's say any take home assignment should be always catered to a point that it is some sort of descriptive in itself.
Mm-hmm.
Then when you have other rounds of interview, then you mentally prepare, you research. And I always make this as a point that I research a lot of places, Glassdoor or other places, where people describe how their interview experiences went, what they want to as a hire, or however successful hires. You get a perspective and you plan your interview around that. And that perspective is very important, because whenever you start preparing for an interview, you should align towards the company if you want to work for, because very rarely going to happen that the company is going to align towards you. So always make sure that you plan towards it and take some time out. Do not rush, because let's say in this current situation, a lot of people have been laid off. A lot of people have lost their jobs. People
Mm-hmm.
start rushing towards it. I would say take some time, understand what's expected, and then plan your interview, then move your target goals towards that, and that's how you're going to succeed. That's something I would follow if I have to look out for a job again.